Dear Diary, today is August 23rd and we are on the road to our new home. The car ride is quiet, with nothing more than the crunch of the gravel beneath our tires and the whoosh of the wind rushing past us. Mom is especially quiet and, honestly, I prefer it this way. It's better than all the talking she was doing earlier, all the forced smiles and bright cheer that permeated the car like noxious gas. She was probably trying to fill the void that exists in the seats beside us, but it can't be filled, only fed, and I refuse to give it more than it already has. The car dash reads 6:52 p.m. The sun is still high and bright in the sky, stretching the journey to infinite lengths. I wish it would set soon. Summer days drag too long. Maybe I'll just go to sleep. Mom keeps stealing glances at me as I write. It's annoying how she watches me lately. I don't know why she does. I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'll write more later. Diary. Mom says we'll be arriving soon. I want my first impressions down on paper. It'll be something to look back on, something to remember when the house's walls become familiar and normal. The road turns into a long gated pathway through the woods. Mom has to step out to force the rusty gate open. Her hands come back dirty and red. Not a very promising first impression. The woods are deep. Deeper than I would have expected, and they cast dramatic shadows as the sun sets behind them. I've never lived in a place so atmospheric. It seems too large for only two people to inhabit. Mom says we don't have neighbors, though. Only an elderly couple that live nearly a mile out. That's a long way, don't you think? What if something were to happen? Something like before. There's a break in the trees ahead. The sun bathes the clearing in a warm glow, and there, standing stark against the dark tree line, is an old, tilted house. It looks lonely, but I suppose all houses look lonely when nobody lives in them. Or maybe it's the style, classic Victorian, I think, that makes it seem so desolate. Like something out of a movie. Sad and creepy. Honestly, I'm not particularly excited about living here, but when was the last time I was excited for anything? I suppose I'll make the most of it, anyhow. It's a long way back to San Diego. Running away isn't really an option, not when you've spent the last 16 hours or so running towards it. I have to get out of the car now, but I'll write more later. Diary. I'm writing by my phone's light. Mom says I should get rest, but I'm wide awake. It's probably the new place, all the new sounds, that sort of thing. The grandfather clock in the corner is so loud, just tick, tick, tick. It makes it hard to sleep. Or maybe it's the cold. It's shockingly cold for late summer. Nothing drastic, but our furniture and things haven't arrived yet, and we only have our thin travel blankets to keep warm. Our heat isn't working either, so Mom has to call the landlord about that. Since our beds haven't come, and there's only but so many blankets, Mom insisted that we share a pallet in the living room. Speaking of which, Mom's telling me to turn my light out. That's it for tonight, I suppose. I'll write more tomorrow. Good night.